But yeah, Ariel and Yusuf, they've got this account called Hot Mess Indy, where it's just empty plates. It's like I love like wings and like the bones just hanging out, doing all things. So
I've seen that. Dave, a guy named Dave
Premier. Yeah.
He started something like
he
that.
do what's his called? His is called Dirty Dishes.
Dirty Dishes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I tag both of them every time I do like my plate photos.
That's funny.
So,
that's super cool.
But yeah, I don't care if you guys. I don't care if you want to munch on that while we go here, but
you gotta eat with me.
I'll snack. I'll snack with you.
Of course,
I'll snack with you. Let's play some music.
Yeah, let's do it.
Started.
That's cool.
Yes. Definitely gonna be messy. It's been ages since I've had like a buffalo sauce.
Yeah. What do you usually go to? Like, or what's your go-to wing flavor?
Like spicy barbecue.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Okayest Cook podcast. I'm your host, Chris Whonsetler. Wiping buffalo sauce off my fingers here. I'm sitting with my man Bradley. I forgot to ask. Bradley Hauser?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Well, yeah. It's names. I'm bad with names. So.
Me too.
I'm a very visual individual. So, yeah, Bradley came with wings. I was not expecting this, and I should have like some wet wipes or something because I've had half of one wing and I'm already like drenched. Hey. I look like my 5-year-old here. Just covered in sauce.
The better, the saucier, the better.
Yes, but we're going to talk about chicken. Let's do it. Chicken and beer, and you brought some with you.
I did.
Epic move. Like, absolutely love it. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me, man. This
is anytime.
Beautiful set. I love your brand. Anything, around cooking or just like and nourishment around food. I'm all about that.
Yes. That's what we're here for. Like I said, the Okayest Cook. We're here just to be real, to be honest. Yep. And like, we love eating, but we're not that good at cooking. So we need people like you and what we're about to talk about to introduce us to killer venues and just learning how to do this better.
Yeah.
So with that said, let's jump into notable meals, an often missed segment of the show that I just space about. But I'm thinking about it right now because it ties in really well with the rest of the conversation. So have you eaten anything cool? Like really anything like stand out lately?
In Indy or just in general?
Just in general. Something you made, something you went to, something you saw that you want to try?
Yeah. I've honestly not been eating out as much as I used to. Simply because just like dietary, trying to get better at like the things that I'm eating.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah. And that's like really recent. And so, being in food, essentially you're exposed to a lot of different types of meals, and so your stomach gets hungry and what you're seeing, and so I had to slow down. But I love like indie restaurants. I love like a Livery. I love a Bluebeard.
Oh man,
Tinker Street is always
speaking my language.
Really good. And then I like the gyms, the places that people don't really go to that are like in a plaza, like Jay's Wings or something like that is just off the beaten path. And it's just so many good things that are out there. It's hard to pinpoint one good meal. I'm trying to think, man. That's tough.
It is. I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, right now we're eating Cluster Truck.
We are, yeah. Shout out to Cluster Truck being in Chicken and Beer Festival.
Yes. Oh, sick, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Cluster, like they've got a ton of like really awesome options.
Really good stuff.
I typically gravitate towards their mac and cheese. They've got a stellar pulled pork mac and cheese.
Yeah.
It's either pulled pork or brisket. It's been a minute. We're kind of the same as you. Like, I'm trying to learn how to cook better.
Yeah.
The waist is the belts are getting a little bit tighter. Trying to eat out less. Trying to learn to cook more. So again, exact same boat. Like, we love a good solid restaurant, but we're trying to eat at home more.
Absolutely.
But I did go to Tinker Street the other day.
Okay.
And Mr. Stretch, Follow D Money podcast, had his Sunday dinner there.
The guy, yeah.
And I met him at the podcast lab along with the Bellies and Bullshit crew, which are freaking hilarious. I love those guys.
Great guys.
I think I saw you on their show.
Yeah, I was just on there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, for the first time, I just met him.
Yes. So, cool. I met both of them at the podcast lab. Crazy cool, like podcasting networking event here in Indy. There's going to be more coming up. Spoiler alert. Stretch, I'm calling you out. Do it again. Get us together more. But specifically, Stretch's Sunday dinner was at Tinker Street, and I had some of the best fried chicken I have had in my entire life.
Chef Tyler?
Yeah, I believe it was Tyler.
Okay.
Tyler did it. And he put it on top. It was chicken and waffles.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So, like, beautiful fried chicken, just, like, crazy crispy. He teamed up with Gavi's hot sauce.
Okay, yeah.
And so they made, like, he made a buffalo Gavi hot sauce. Like, that was on top of the chicken.
That's fire.
And then the waffle was, like, orange, like, legit orange-flavored waffle.
Wow.
And it was just...
Chef Tyler, what's up, man? You gotta.
God, I was speechless.
Yeah,
I'm still speechless.
Yeah, I gotta taste
crazy,
that.
Crazy.
I
good.
like what they're doing over there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Sunday dinner is so relevant and so important to so many cultures and different people. I mean, everybody kind of celebrates around Sunday dinner, and it's just something to really be a part of and just kind of celebrate, man. Like over good food.
Yeah,
especially some Southern fried chicken or like.
Gosh, yes.
Those good sides that go with that is so good. Man.
Always just the whole evening was just stunning. So if you can go to one of Stretch's next dinners, like you got to be there
for sure.
You got to be there.
I got to pull up.
But like his whole mentality, the Sunday dinner, what you just alluded to, like just community, just being together.
Yep.
Bellies and Bullshit guy, like that's like their talk at the podcast lab, 100% all community.
Mm-hmm.
And one of our big pillars here at Okayest Cook is just commensality. So just sitting down, sharing a meal, whether that's in person or I like to think like through space and time,
Absolutely.
Just like sharing a meal with somebody by cooking their recipe. It's just eating together is always better.
It is. It breaks down walls, right?
It does.
We can literally eat with anybody, and everybody eats, and so everybody should be eating.
That's a better way to say it.
Depends on food, to live, and to be able to do that with somebody that doesn't look like you or doesn't speak the same language as you, but you can connect over something you both love is just so powerful, and it's an exhilarating thing that I really started my whole ethos around, when it comes to the company Eat Here, but then even a festival as we led into.
Yeah, well, dip into that a little bit. Kind of
absolutely.
Give us your, like, the 2-minute bio of, like, who is Bradley and if you end at the festival.
Yeah.
And we'll just kind of run from there.
So
what have you been getting into? I'm going to eat a wing.
Eat more. I'm going to get some after this. Yeah, but man, just trying to find my way, honestly, just in my career, just like with changes in the business, the landscape of, what restaurants are doing and kind of their problems and pain points that they're going through, the consumer landscape of how people are just getting information now, what they care about and things like that. And so I've always been like a people person. I've been, I'm pretty introverted, but when it comes to like just being around good groups, I get energy from that.
Yeah.
And so I've always,
there's a new term for that. I don't want to interrupt you, but it's not.
Go for it.
Oh gosh, there's an introvert, there's an extrovert.
Oh, ambivert.
Ambivert. Okay, you've heard of it. Yeah.
So it's like, I thought it was ambivert, but it may be ambivert.
I just saw it real briefly, and I think that's who I am too. So it's like you don't thrive solo, so you're not introvert. You don't thrive being the center of attention, so
Absolutely.
You're not extroverted, like quote unquote. But like you thrive in a group of people, just being fueled by those people.
Yep.
So
And just seeing what other people are doing, like being here is just like inspiring, and just seeing what other people are doing with their projects. It's just this big market, opportunity. And I saw it really early on when it came to food. This is like Milktooth, or like right at the start of Milktooth days. A lot of restaurants weren't really getting the notoriety and like publicity locally that they should have, right?
Sure.
And kind of the buzz was going to the same restaurants, essentially, like the really cool ones that we all knew about, but there was no like singular source that really connected people to restaurants and like, hey, like this is where you should be eating. This is what this person's eating. Or, these are the suggestions that we think, you should go to. And so at the time, like Instagram was kind of popping off on like, I would say the food influencer market here in Indianapolis, and Eat Here Indy really led that charge. We had started as a hashtag, like a Eat Here Indy hashtag.
Okay.
It really got viral. It's kind of like the Love Indy campaign that Visit Indy did. We were kind of known for that hashtag Eat Here Indy, and like people were using it to just like tag where they were eating, and then chefs and restaurants started to use it to kind of get in that funnel of content, you know, to be seen. And so we just kind of grew and organically from Instagram, and then we moved over into like a technological space. Like we built a website so we can kind of own our space.
Yeah.
And then from there, we were like, how can we, you know, give this away for free, but make money or like make some type of revenue somewhere else, you know, without having to charge the user direct to get information, because that should be free. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, we came out with the festival to have like an in real life experience that we've already created online, essentially to get people directly face to face connected to those restaurants. So
absolutely love
it's kind of like, the full circle moment, just going from online to offline experiences.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just bringing people together.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's been I would say a challenge, you know, but also just like something that's, you know, it's a good feeling when people do come and when people do kind of participate in the things that you've dreamed up, right? Like that's something cool. That you just thought of, like on paper, you wrote it down, and to see people actually supporting it year over year is so impactful to me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's your fourth.
This is our fifth year.
5th year. Okay,
fifth year, man.
That's impressive. Yeah,
it is in itself. We started kind of as a call to action from COVID. Right, COVID shut down restaurants in 2020, and our website was like, it was just Indianapolis feed. Right, it was just like everything that was kind of happening in restaurants. And so we kind of got our buzz really around COVID time. Like people needed a reliable source to just find out updates and what was happening. And so we were on it. Like we were beating the news cycles to like information sometimes. It was really cool. But then we were just like, how can we kind of elevate and continue to grow, continue to actually show our face, because we were online. So like, and a lot of people didn't know who we were on Instagram because we weren't really face forwarding, you know, we were more just content first, restaurants first. And so we just wanted a way to kind of introduce the community to us, you know, as a brand at the time. And we did it through a festival. So
that's rad. Yeah. Chicken and beer. It's is that exclusive?
No,
it's like everybody has to have chicken or beer. Like
no, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, and I get that.
Like, I haven't been, honestly.
For sure. Yeah.
So it's,
and I like that question because, and I've talked about it on like TikTok and different things like that. Just like misconceptions around the name only, right? Like it just being chicken and beer. I mean, the name could be, you know, anything, but like what's inside it is what like we're really focused on.
Yeah.
But chicken and beer is important for several reasons. Culturally, just like it's something that really resonates with the Black, you know, African American community. Just growing up with parents from the South, my mom's from Georgia, dad's from Kentucky. Okay. It's like we're always like having some type of chicken dish like throughout the week, multiple times a week. Just like, you know, hip hop, like Ludacris, just like inspired me. That was one of my favorite albums growing up, his Chicken and Beer album. And it's just like looking at the market. You know, we're a big sports city, comes to football and like bars. We got a lot of chicken here. We got a lot of beer, a lot of breweries. And so it was just like, man, what's something that everybody potentially, like some people will get left out because they don't like beer, but they'll get hip to it, you know? And if they don't, there's other options there. But like people love chicken, and it's just undeniable. Like it's every menu. I think I saw a stat that like over 90% of U.S. menus have chicken or a chicken-based dish on it. And so
it's such an approachable food item. Yeah, everyone loves chicken. Like, who doesn't love chicken? Seriously.
And if you don't, you probably had like some bad chicken somewhere, you know? And so that's our whole thing, man, like bringing innovative like opportunities around a dish that's so popular. And it's not just wings. It's like you said, chicken and waffles, you know, chicken skewers, like chicken adobo. We have just so many different flavors and restaurant types there. But then on the drink side, just not beer, right? It's just teas, it's like seltzers, it's juices, other things like that.
You just reminded me of something. So from that dinner at Tinker Street, the Sunday brunch.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I forget his name. The spirits guy. He's kind of teamed up with Bacardi and Angel's Envy. He got up and kind of did a spiel. The very first appetizer they gave us was like one chicken wing. and some caviar and a little thing of champagne.
Wow.
So just that chicken champagne combo was mind blowing.
Absolutely.
And I've got him scheduled to be on the show here.
Okay.
So he's coming on at some point, but just like the science behind like what's going on with the champagne, just the bubbles and how it interacts with the fats and how it just kind of like explodes, it just like that literally like explodes the flavor like up into your sinuses. And like it's like that magical combo.
And chicken and champagne is elevated too. I really like that combo. Actually, I've been studying like just like other markets and what they're doing around chicken. And Miami has a chicken and champagne event called Chicken Coop.
Okay.
And so it's all about like fried chicken and champagne. But you know, I try to keep
crazy good combo.
Yeah, it's a crazy good combo.
Yes.
But I definitely, you know, wanted to be true to where we are as far as market, right? We got Sun King, we got you know, so many different breweries that are producing just like amazing local beer. And so I was like, man, maybe, you know, that would be just a big market like segment that could cross over into the food space, you know, because there's usually like big beer events, but then they have some food, you know, there's not really focused there. So how do we fuse those markets together and make something really cool? So
hopefully there'll be a champagne tent there at some point. But
I like chicken and champagne.
I'm a beer guy by default, so I definitely gravitate towards that side of the coin. So your original setup has me on fire. Excited about that. So yes. So at the event, I know you're probably going to be a little busy with all the things. But of all the vendors, if you had to like beeline to one of them, you got 5 minutes. Before your next big thing, where are you going to go first?
Actually,
have you thought about it?
I have. I did a whole article.
He's got a plan
on kind of like where to eat and drink at 2025 Chicken and Beer Festival. It's like a little guide.
Yes.
So like the whole thing with our event, you buy a ticket to get in, and essentially that ticket gives you an opportunity to taste, you know, from 5 restaurants. And you can drink from 4 vendors. And so, and you kind of have to strategize, right?
A little bit, yeah.
This year we created a 2.5 hour window for sampling. And we did that, one, to really protect like the integrity of our restaurants and give them opportunities to, you know, maximize their revenue. They're essentially helping us like through their sampling, you know, that giving portion. But then it's a full selling, you know, opportunity where people can buy larger, you know, dishes. So, but the 2.5 hour window gives you just an opportunity to go in, you know, use your samples at your risk or at your disposal to the restaurants that are there. And if I had to kind of beeline and like plan my meal, I kind of broke it up in categories. So, like I did like a spicy chicken kind of must try, and Buffalo's is definitely up there. I'm excited for them, one, because they opened at Carmel, their IU staple. And so they're just like, I love party wings. And so they do a really good job of that. El Emporium is up there with their Hermaniaki. Joella's
I do love El.
Yeah, I'm happy for them to be in there. Joella's just a classic on the spicy chicken side. And then we have like, you know, the smoke and barbecue kind of lane where I would go next. Sticks Barbecue is like Filipino pork and chicken on a stick. And they had the longest lines, like some of the longest lines last year.
That sounds fascinating. I like that.
Really good. Good stuff. Big Mike's Barbecue. He's a new vendor. Just like scratch made barbecue, just bold flavor. People are gonna have their grills out there. It's just gonna be like this backyard, like neighborhood cookout, and it's gonna feel so fun. And so
that's cool.
It's too many to name, honestly. Promise you.
Go to the website. You'll see all the vendors there. Where can people find that little cheat sheet? Is that posted?
So it's on ehere.co. It's on the homepage of our website.
We'll link it down below
for sure. And just a little guide, kind of gives you a rundown from, you know, fusion and global flavors, so like plant-based and lighter options that are there as well. So we try to just make sure there's something for everybody. You know, everybody has different dietary things that are going on. I'm trying to, again, work on my health. And if you look at chicken, I mean, protein, right? Like chicken is something that is a good dietary opportunity to be healthier, you know, in certain aspects. Obviously, you got to work out, but chicken is definitely used for a protein.
Definitely
source.
Up there. Yeah, in the protein count.
So. Absolutely. And so, I'm just excited
when
for
you fry it though. That's kind of where
But that's the thing. I mean, there's a lot of fried, obviously, but there's a lot of grilled and baked and just different things like that. And so just come with an open mind and an open palate.
We'll experiment. I mean, there's going to be so many like awesome venues that you've never heard of. I guarantee it. Yep. And just flavor profiles that you probably haven't been bold enough to try.
Absolutely.
Because like we all go to a restaurant and we know, like we see right in front of us, we got wet wings, we got dry wings, we got buffalo, we got, I'm not sure what's on that dry stuff, but like you always tend to gravitate towards what what historically you've liked in the past. Use these little samples to try something brand new. Go Filipino if you haven't. Yep. There was an African chicken dish I did ages ago, but it had it was chicken with like a peanut butter sauce. And just like that combo was like weird and awesome and just knocked my socks off. So like find something you've never tried before and just try it. Yeah. Like now is the time to
absolutely
be bold.
It is. And that's kind of what the fest is designed to do. And
that's also I love it.
Yeah, it just gives you an opportunity to really even meet the restaurants like face to face. Like even you're getting a small sample. It's usually like a 2 to 4 ounce sample. Some restaurants do bigger than others. Like it's all about their discretion. But we want.
But you're there to eat. You can't get filled up on the first one.
Exactly. So buy a bigger portion if you really like the dish. Support that restaurant direct and get their larger
and get
dishes.
Their address. Yeah, and go back there later.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So any big changes this year from years past? Like anything like, let's say you went the first 4 years. Like anything new you're going to see at the event this year?
I mean, so I wouldn't say like just like something glaringly new. I would just say more organization. It's just
bigger, better.
Bigger like venue. So we were at University Park last year. This is our second year there. And the reason we chose that park is, just capacity, right? We wanted to, make sure everybody had space to be able to spread out. The restaurants had enough space. We want to really be in a space of downtown that I personally connected with, right? Like I love running up the steps on War Memorial. I love going to University Park. It feels like something out of New York or something different city with the crosswalks and the water fountain in the middle. It's a beautiful park. And so, and a lot of people, haven't been there. So we're just always trying to experiment with different spaces, but definitely just more organization, more food, just like more activities to do, and just more community to be had. So
more people, Well, I think when I first discovered you, the algorithm, the algorithm put you in my feed. You made a post about talking about throwing the festival like in the middle of a food desert.
Yeah,
and I thought that was the most beautiful thing ever. Just like bringing the food to a place that's kind of notoriously tricky to get food.
Absolutely.
Was that like a big?
That's the biggest accomplishment. And it was intentional too.
Yeah.
Like I grew up in a food desert. I grew up on the Far East Side, Post Road. There's like barely any like grocery stores like in the nearby areas. Just a ton of like fast food chains. Pendleton Pike is like a Kroger, like far down Pendleton Pike is like the closest grocery store over there. But we just like kind of those experiences growing up and kind of knowing objectives of what the city is trying to do on certain areas. Like, the Far East Side is just notorious for being a food desert and just different areas that are just lacking local food access. And so when I heard about the opportunity for this grant, it was through the city, like some ARPA funding was there, and several other organizations, LISC, Indianapolis. It was just like, hey, how can you get innovative around food access and bringing it to an area that local restaurants don't exist? And so we threw our festival there, and it was just like,
that's awesome.
Hey, we're not, completely changing the food access like landscape, but we are putting an imprint, into an area, inviting people from that neighborhood, to this event to be able to experience local restaurants that are coming from like all across Indiana. And so I just think it's important. I wish we could continue to do it in areas like that.
Yeah.
But maybe that's something in the future. But yeah, it felt really good to be able to do that.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely something we need to talk about more.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're blessed enough to have a vehicle, like we never think about that.
Absolutely.
But like legit today, my fridge, I opened it up, like there's no waters in there. It's like I feel bad, like not having waters for people sitting here. And so I look on the map, like, oh, you know, Kroger's, it's like a 5-minute drive or it's like a 20-minute walk.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like I can walk there. It's no problem. Yep. Like I'll get sweaty, but like thinking about carrying like a big old thing of water for 20 minutes, I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
And
so
if you have kids,
I drive 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like just being, I mean, that feels like so selfish and just, I don't know, just, you know, I've been blessed, you know, that I was able to do that. But yeah, for those out there who don't have vehicles or like aren't able to just walk 20 minutes for all their groceries. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. Big deal.
It's a big deal, man. And, you know, lower income families, typically African American, Black and brown, go through, you know, those problems. And just how do you find opportunities to really cater or super serve that audience? And it can, you know, it doesn't have to be the traditional way of like a food pantry. It could be a innovative dinner where it's free for them or something like that, and they're just getting access to, you know, a better food quality, you know, at that point. So it's just different ways to be able to tackle that. And I'm thinking, you know, from a technological perspective of, you know, how can we get, you know, food waste to people's doors that are just like thrown away from restaurants like every single day. How can they get updated information on where they could possibly get some local free food in a newer age, like kind of format of technology? And so that's our whole ethos of Eat Here.
You got my gears turning. Okay.
Yeah. So what are you thinking?
I don't know. We got to stew on it a little bit here, but like just I like that. I mean, I hate throwing away food.
For sure.
I saw a post too on Instagram just today that was like, you know, the reason dads are fat is because kids throw away so much food, and we just, as a dad, like we just can't throw away this food. It's like we got to eat. We got to eat it all. Like we just had our full plate, but here's my 5-year-old's throwing away half of his. So like, all right, I'll eat that too. So yeah, food waste is huge, and like even little things like gnawing on the wing to get all those like juicy little bits. Yeah, we waste so much food just as a country as a whole. Like stereotyping everybody.
I know I do at times. For sure.
We can't help it. I mean, we're blessed to have the food we do, and you know, if we don't eat it all, like there's more over here in the fridge. Again, a lot of people don't have that luxury
at all.
So how do we, you know, take those restaurant leftovers and like day old bagels and stuff that, you know, a lot of people are throwing away. I would gladly eat a day old bagel. Like I don't care.
Literally,
like, I'll chew through that.
I don't know about you, but Thanksgiving dinner we eating that for
it's like
2 weeks.
Week-long adventure. Oh yeah,
I'm like tired.
My
of
leftovers,
it at that point.
my leftovers don't last 2 weeks.
No, I'm joking. But
100%. Yeah, like
for a long time.
We try not to throw away anything.
And so
so like how can we legitimately get all those food leftovers from restaurants and like safely get them to people who aren't able to?
But it has to be like something interesting, like technology, you know, in the center of it.
Let's make it happen, listeners. Let's pull something together here. Let's go.
This is just so much. You know, USDA, the state, and in general,
it's like just Uber leftovers.
Yeah, like kind of the lower end, like Uber is local. It's kind of a marketplace for people to just buy.
Uber, if you're listening.
Yeah, Uber, what's up, man? Sponsor us.
Let's talk. Let's get back to chicken here. It's an incredibly important topic, but I'm not an expert at that sort of thing. But chicken, do you cook a lot at home? Like, are you a chicken guy at home too?
I feel like I'm always cooking something with chicken.
Do you have your preferences on like how you're cooking chicken? I mean, I know you mentioned like grilled and like
lately just a lot of air fried. Chicken. I love the air fryer.
That was legit a question I had.
Really?
Is air frying cheating?
I mean,
I do not own an air fryer.
Oh, really?
I know. I think Andy has one. Another one of our regular co-hosts here.
He says it's cheating.
Is it cheating? Yeah. Is
it like a microwave?
I've had very little. Oh, I hate the microwave. Yes, it's terrible. Microwave is cheating. It's horrible. Get a toaster oven, 100%. Skip the microwave. But yeah, air frying. It's like I have no experience with air fryers.
Yeah.
So like does the flavor actually come through? I mean,
I think it just keeps like the chicken so crispy. I mean, you gotta like flip it. Obviously, for me, you know, you can go aluminum foil in there. You can go just a bunch of like oil, just to kind of keep that non-stick like opportunity there. But I like it. It's quick. You know, it's easy.
Yeah.
And for me, it does the job.
It is healthier.
And it's healthier too. Yeah. But I do like to get on the grill. Like, I mean, on nice days, like I just fire the grill up. Charcoal grill.
Yes.
It's just like that flavor profile is
so much better.
Yeah, so much better. And so I'll do that several times out the week. But, you know, I love anything that can keep me full. And I think chicken is just something that always just like fills me up. So
yes.
It works. Yep.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I've got a preference. I mean, brining and smoking are probably my go-to. Like if I'm going to cook a bird, and legit, I've got one thawing out in my fridge right now from County Corner Farms. We talked about them early on, and Traeger has a citrus brine, kind of designed for turkeys, but like it works so good on chicken.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, you brine that bird, and just any kind of brine that you can do with your chicken just locks in more of that juice. And just the smoking, just low and slow and
stuff like that, man. Like I'm no expert, right? I've never claimed to be this.
Neither are we.
Yeah, like, and I like that about this your podcast. Like we're all learning together. Even with this event, like chefs have their own secret sauce, literally, on how they're making their dishes, and so there's so many different ways to innovate around the chicken dish.
Yes,
it's amazing.
Oh yeah, I mean just like what Tyler did, with Gavi's sauce,
literally.
And gosh, that orange waffle was just I can't stop thinking about it. So I need to talk to Tyler, get that recipe. Yes. Where are we gonna go next here? Making chicken, eating chicken. What has like throwing a festival like done for you? Like, has it opened your eyes to, I mean, obviously some new venues, but like what side of food like have you learned more about just from putting this event together?
I would say
and the website.
Yeah, just like, I mean, it's just two-sided for me. I'm really like kind of more on the business side. How can I help, smaller businesses that are coming up just like me, get more exposure, get closer to, new customer opportunities and make money essentially. And so, and how can I do that in a space that's like true to like things that I like and like things that I would actually attend. And so what the festival taught me is just like, I can really, and anybody, I won't just say me, but anybody in this new market can create something and people would attend and people would kind of support if it's, I would say if it's something that they feel is, you might have to cut this out, but yeah, it's people want things that they feel connected to, essentially. Yeah. And food is just something that does that. It bridges every type of person together. And so the festival just taught me like, man, there's a demand. People want food. There's food events here, but there's like, when it comes to like just like publicly accessible events, right? I don't think there's a lot of them like how they used to be. Like, I mean, Rev is probably the premier event for food in the city. A lot of people have never been to Rev. I've been to Rev like 10 times.
I haven't been.
Are you serious?
I'm dying to go. Yeah, I need to go.
You gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I was going to Rev like back in the day, and I've been,
awesome.
Recently, but there's just a whole group of people that have never and will never be able to experience stuff like that. Yeah. How can we? I'm not trying to be a Rev, but like, how can I create, a chef experience?
It's a different event.
It is. Yeah. It is. I mean, it's a fundraiser, but people do go to Rev to eat, right? They're trying every bite that there is there. And so I kind of wanted to, being in those events and just seeing like, hey, like, there's an opportunity to create my own space. I just went for it, man. Yeah. And it's taught me a lot. It's just taught me a lot about myself, my patience, just like, managing my stress and just managing people. So many moving parts, to the event from,
I can't imagine putting one together.
The health department stuff on the vendor side to, marketing and promotions on the consumer side. Getting sponsorships to even afford the event, just like hoping people will come, and they care about it enough. Yeah, and just like all those little things like go on in my head, but I always pray for like a great outcome, and it's been blessings. God's been very good, to the event and to me personally. So
shoot, I mean, for 5 years in a row now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think you'll do okay.
Yeah.
I think you'll do okay. Yeah. Well, I think it definitely speaks, volumes about like kind of the kind of the ethos behind like who you are and like your beliefs, kind of like just like I said, just targeting the food desert, like that was super cool, and just like the people that you're inviting to the events. And, I'm definitely making it approachable for all walks of life.
Absolutely.
And, putting it in a very accessible area. Again, we don't want to bash on any other events.
Oh no,
like,
not at all.
If we're going to the Speedway, I mean that's going to attract a different class of individual than it is like just going to a park somewhere. So I think that's super cool.
Yeah, and I also think it's cool too with the types of vendors that are there. A lot of them are non-brick and mortar, and so several are launching new products or like their brand at the festival, and so like knowing that and just like seeing that, I'm like, man, we're a springboard. For certain businesses to get themselves out there. So,
yes. Well, that's what I love. So the Pizza Fest just happened.
Yeah.
And like I met so many cool restaurants there. Like the Tippecanoe Pizza guy.
Yeah.
Have you heard about him?
I saw him on his list.
Yes, he's like, it's a bike that pulls a pizza oven.
Yeah.
Like I never would have met this guy outside of that cool event.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just jacked to see like who's going to be at the Chicken and Beer Fest that I've never heard of, or like it's a part of town that I just don't go to very often. So like I'm meeting them, I'm trying their food, and like, creating a new routine in my life, like to get over to their brick and mortar, like to help them establish themselves.
Absolutely.
So I think it's rad.
It's so important, man. And just people like you shape the city, like, people like me, just like bringing new ideas, to the forefront. It's just, and connecting with those people like in a genuine fashion, not just like trying their food one time, but really going to the restaurants and supporting them, I think is that's the most important part of this.
Absolutely, Talk about them, tip good. Go find them.
Keep putting them on. Because we know like places close all the time. I mean, it's just a hard market, thin margins, limited marketing budget, like just like crowded like space on social media to stand out. It's just harder than ever. You got to have good food, but you also got to have like just a brand that people care about too. So we're just trying to get everybody together.
I love it. That's super cool. Yes. We'll grab another wing here. I'm going to think about where we're going to take this. I guess for cooking chicken, if you've got we're kind of bouncing around festival to home cook, festival, home cook. Do you have good tips on making better chicken? I think my hot tip we already talked about like is brining it. So just trying your best not to dry out that bird, because like nobody wants leathery, hard chicken. But a lot of people are so nervous about just raw chicken and getting bugs and stuff, which I might be talking out of my butt here, but like I don't think we need to worry as much about raw chicken as like we once did like decades ago. But it's not an old wives' tale. Like you can get sick from eating raw chicken, but I think the risks, especially with pork, like a lot of that, the bugs in pork and stuff, like the way pork is grown now is a lot safer than the way it was grown like when our parents were growing up. So a lot of those old ways of thinking, like they're still important, but they're not as important. Am I making sense? Do your own research. Don't listen to the Okayest Cook. But all that to say, like, still don't eat rare chicken, but you don't need to cook it to oblivion.
You don't want to, like you said, leather skin chicken.
It's disgusting.
Doesn't even taste.
We've all messed up some chicken on the grill.
Man, I know
we've still eaten said chicken.
Literally. Just throw some sauce on it.
Yes. But use your instant read thermometer and like trust that. Like if it's still pink, but it's reading whatever temperature, 160, it's safe.
I'm just about like nowadays like cooking slower, just taking my time. I used to just be in a rush, like, and I'll burn my chicken, or I'll like, again, like cook it too long where it's like dried out. But I think just like slowly, like just like taking your time and flipping it, like, occasionally, just like little things like that. I love sometimes cooking in butter. I know that's a little unhealthy, but it just gives it an extra flavor, profile to my taste. I love like kind of Asian style like chicken, anything that's like kind of like sweet, salty. I love like crispy. Like I shouldn't be eating a lot of fried chicken, but I just love how the sauce like stays on the fried, coating, and so over like a grilled or like a baked essentially. But Yeah, man. I just think the slower the better, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just taking your time with it. So
yes.
Yeah.
Well, you mess up less, like you said. When you're going slower. You have time to think. But a lot of us, especially me, I don't plan ahead very well. Like, I'm actually shocked that I'm thawing out my chicken ahead of time for this weekend. But it's tricky to plan it out, and it's tricky to go slow. Yeah. But it is important.
It is.
Yes. Well, you mentioned it, kind of the fried versus grilled.
Mm-hmm.
I put this book out for a reason. It's Joshua Weissman's Texture Over Taste.
Okay.
And it is one of the most fascinating cookbooks that I have.
Gotta check it out.
There's a couple up here that I really love. Colton Hilton introduced me to On Food and Cooking. It's legit a textbook on cooking. Tons of science behind it. This one has a lot of science as well. But he talks about crispy and like he talks more about like the book says, he talks about texture more than he does taste in this cookbook.
Yeah.
But he talked about like the act of a food being crispy, like just gives you way more sensory.
Mm-hmm.
How am I saying this? I'm not saying it right, but like it activates more of your senses than just like something that's not crispy.
Yeah.
So take that fried chicken versus the grilled chicken. You got that crunch going on. You got the audible, like you can hear it, you can feel it. It's just like legit, like it's, chewy on the inside, it's crispy on the outside, so it got multiple textures going on at once.
Man.
And it's just like that's what we're craving.
Yeah.
It's not only diversity in the food itself with like the juicy, crispy, chewy, but it's also like auditory. Like I can hear it when I bite into it.
Yep. I can feel the juices. Yeah.
Really fascinating. Just
I gotta check that out.
Thinking about that side of cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just so cool that like you can do anything with the dish. I like crunchy. I like to taste a little salt on there. I don't put salt on there, but if it's some on there, I like it.
It's important.
Yeah, so like I love that flavor for sure.
Yes. I see in the notes here we talked a little bit about ways to keep it. I can't find it in the notes right now, but did you have a trick for keeping things like extra crispy? Or am I making that up? Is that something else I saw?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask the audience. How do you do it?
How do you keep it crispy? Chef Tyler, how did you do your chicken? I do know we've got a trick for like doing ground meat, like ground beef and stuff, and it's I believe it's baking soda. Baking soda, baking powder, I forget. You just mix a little bit of that with your water. You put it on your ground meat before you brown it.
Okay.
And it just kind of like locks in extra moisture. But again, the baking soda powder, we'll list it below what it actually is. We have an episode on it. You're browning meat wrong, one of our early episodes. But it definitely helps that Maillard reaction. So you get crispier, juicier ground meat. So I'm kind of thinking, like, can we do that with chicken as well?
Sure, there's a way.
And there's got to be. I need to read more of these books.
Yeah, I need to check it out.
Get those extra crispy recommendations. But
yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't like to let my chicken like sit out too long. Maybe.
Oh no.
I don't know. Maybe the if you're frying it, just letting it sit for a little bit will crisp it more. And it won't dry it out. But usually when I'm done with my chicken, I'll put it in like a Ziploc or something just to keep the moisture in there. But yeah, I'm not sure, man. That's a great question.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out together.
We'll read some books. Where's my chefs?
Yes. We'll ask Tyler. We'll see what's going on here.
Are you like a drum or a flat?
I like them both for different reasons. I think typically I gravitate towards the flats.
Same.
I don't know why, because they're a little bit harder to eat. There's a little bit more meat, but I feel like it is more tender. Like the drums kind of dry out a little bit faster, I think. Historically, I was a drum guy, but I think now I'm a flat guy.
Graduated.
But yes, I've grown up a little bit. My tastes, which is a funny controversy. We can talk about controversies real quick. Again, something else I saw online is this guy was ranting about chicken wings, and he's like, when did this become a chicken wing? This is not a chicken wing. He said, this is a chicken wing. Like, when did this stop being a chicken wing? And when did it become 2 chicken wings?
Literally fused.
Yes. And he's like, even that little, like the extra tip.
Yeah.
Like, when did we stop giving those?
That's crazy.
And he's got a point.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a point. It's like, when did 1 chicken wing become 2? And it's the whole like
when food costs went up.
When food costs went up, it's just when restaurants wanted to be more, trying to stretch
for
a
sure.
little bit. And if you're selling, a batch of 5 wings, and all of a sudden you have 10.
Yep. And chicken's expensive, man. That's another thing I'm thankful for. Like restaurants even committing to something like this, that there's cost to everything.
Yeah.
And while we charge no vendor fees, like we're not taking revenues from their sales, they still, like, we're all putting our time and money into this.
Yeah.
And chicken costs.
Stepping away from their actual business.
Yeah, and that
to do
too.
the festival.
Yeah. Sometimes people take losses, sometimes people do great. It's a competitive space because it's one day, it's so many restaurants. And so, but everybody comes in with just this like awesome open mind, and just like happiness of like being a part of something new. And it's like all love.
I think that's the community that you've built.
Yeah.
Over the past 5 years, like the vendors, you've probably got some repeats coming back year to year, and they see the benefit, whether it's like actual sales that day or traffic over the next year. It's the people that you bring to this event. It's the smiles they see. It's the repeat customers they see at that event. And definitely the repeat customers coming into the restaurant saying, "Hey, like I saw you at the festival. Like I'm pumped to be here."
Yep. So I have several restaurants that still have like their old signs from like that we made them from like years ago, and they're just like, "Yo, this is like we love this event." And sometimes I can't see it like how they feel, or like how somebody that went there feels. So I always try to like put myself in different people's shoes to like understand where I could be better, as an organizer.
Yeah.
But there's only so much you can do, right? Like you just gotta hope for the best, hope for like a great like kind of day, and so
trust the process.
Yeah, but the restaurants, like they'll be honest. We know, we know the local restaurant community is tight knit. Everybody's pretty close, and so I get direct feedback, and I make changes right away because they're the stars of the show, essentially.
Yeah.
And so we want to keep them happy.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Super cool. Well, dude, I'm pumped. I'm going to try my best to go there.
Absolutely.
I might be working. For sure. I might be working another event, but I'll try and make some space.
For sure, man.
To get over there for a little bit, if nothing else. So.
Yeah.
Remind us what weekend.
Yeah.
It's not this coming weekend.
October
it's next weekend.
18th. Yeah.
October 18th. That's
so
a couple
weekends away. So yeah. Yep.
October 18th.
Yep.
If you're not doing anything. How does tickets look? Can you buy tickets at the door?
Yeah.
Are you going to sell out?
We don't. So our whole thing isn't trying to sell out or trying to have the largest, crowd. We always try to keep it at a nice capacity.
Well, I'm thinking like if you show up.
Oh yeah. So
on the 18th, like could you buy a ticket?
You could buy tickets at the door.
You're not going to close the doors.
No, just make sure if you want to sample. Obviously, we created that new 2.5 hour window, so get there early. So you can maximize your samples and then start supporting directly those local restaurants. So 2 to 8 p.m. October 18th. It's going to be a great time.
Yes. Heck yeah. Go there. Look at the website. We'll link that below. Yep. Look at the socials, all the things. I mean, you got a ton of cool like chatter going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So
and I'm pumped to see your list.
Yeah.
Your list of recommendations.
Definitely.
On, where to go for what.
Got to check it out.
Oh, that's spicy.
I'll drop that. Yeah.
Yes. Got my attention. So. Dude, well, we got things to do. You got promotions and whatnot to plan.
Man, this is all a part of it.
We're gonna get out of here.
Yeah,
but dude, I really appreciate your time.
Appreciate you, brother.
Typically we end each episode with a recipe.
Okay.
Do you have something you want to share, or
does it have to be a food recipe or just a recipe for life?
Ooh, I like the life recipe. Let's hear that.
Man, I would just say like keep going, really. Like things, change every single day, and I'm experiencing this, right? Like you got to be nimble and you have to be flexible and be able to adjust and kind of move with the punches. And so, I think my greatest recipe to give to someone else is just kind of having faith and believing in what you're good at, believing in your superpowers. And being unwavering about that, not letting kind of anything distract you or get in your way. And so I just want to, I try to apply that every single day. Like I'm not perfect. I don't have, my life is not perfect by any means, but I do try to be like at least 1% better every single day. Like I just try to do something that's going to get me forward every single day. So I just encourage everybody else to kind of have that same mindset, even if it's building an event or just like, you want to start something. I had so many people like, Pizza Fest guy hit me up. I've had like the Fine Singles gal, that started that. Like I've had so many different creators like just hit me up off the strength and love. Like, hey, we see what you're doing. Like we want to do something too. And like, where do we start? And so I always try to encourage people to just go for anything they're good at. And that's actually bringing people, even if it's not a ton of people right away, is just keep building on it and keep going.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Well, we can see it. Yeah. Just your focus on the community is rad. Absolutely love that. So keep hitting that hammer hard.
Thank you, man.
Just bringing people together for food and talking food. And just, you're for the people. I love it.
Always.
I love it. So.
Always.
Cool. Well, the 18th.
Yep.
Get to Chicken and Beer Fest.
Chicken and Beer.
If you can't make it, go to the website, eathere.co.
Eathere.co is our main website, discovery website. You can find really cool restaurant
find your state, find your city. I kind of forget how it's broken out.
Yeah, cities broken down by city and then category. So
yeah,
you're looking for different things. You can curate kind of your entire feed when you log in.
Yes,
based on like kind of categories that you're looking for. So
I'm really pumped to use that more when I'm traveling.
Absolutely.
So, like going out to New York for whatever.
Yeah. We're not in New York yet. But,
oh, no.
Yeah, it's like select cities. So, like, we try to focus on, like, flyovers, like, places that are still coming up, like Cincy or, like, Louisville, places like that. So, hopefully one day I'll have, like, a full span of, like, you can tap into any city. 100%. Yeah, but right now we're just kind of curating.
Yeah. Places. When you come to Indy.
Yeah. Indy's there for sure.
Look it up. Yes. Bradley, I've had so much fun.
Hey, thank you, man.
We got some wings to eat.
Yeah.
We got some festivals to keep playing in. So, really appreciate your time.
You too.
And outside of the festival, where can we find you? Just the Instagrams, the socials?
I'm around, yeah. Bradley Hauser is my Instagram.
Okay.
TikTok as well. I'm kind of a low-key guy, outside of my work, but definitely we'll tap in. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll follow back. And
we'll put that info below.
Yeah.
More importantly, go find him at the festival. Say hi.
See you there. I'll say hi.
Cheers.
I'll support.
Thanks, sir.
Appreciate you.
Hey, it's cool. That's so rad. So much.
Hey, appreciate you.
Man. Oh, man, I got to get out of this chair.